Hey, how y'all doing? As you can see, I'm kind of stuck in this matrix, so let me get about this matrix real quick. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, check this out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to the Quarter Report brought to you by the Red Knight Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy Nut. I'm not gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get off into it. Now, let me say this, right? I'm kind of late catching on to this, so I'm kind of, what I'm saying. I heard about it. I've been thinking about it, and I mean, it wasn't really late, but I just felt I was listening to what other people had to say and why they felt why they had the theory that they had about the situation. You feel me? So what that's saying is, we're gonna get off into this no jumper clip. You feel me? And with this no jumper clip, right? They talking about Ceddy Nash and the guy that told on Young Thug, so allegedly told on Young Thug, Woody. Um, the problem I'm having is Ceddy Nash, right? He said he was a crisis actor, some to that level. I want to say this, right? You was a grown man, right? And you saying they paid you to say you heard they paid you to say he's not that you heard them say he's not part of that crew, and then you heard boom, 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 boom. You feel me? Now let me explain to you in the world of in the streets, right? In the streets, right? When someone gets hit up, right, and they get unalived, everybody on the block shake the block. Only people stay around mostly is old people and maybe some women. It might be a straggler too, a sprinkler dude here and there, but for the most part, anybody who's seen something like that don't want to be questioned. They don't want to be asked what happened. They don't want to be put through a situation where they got to be like, uh, yeah, man, we'll because if you saying that and you heard somebody saying this, let me explain to you about witnesses. Do your homework. What your boy be saying, you do your homework. Yeah, yeah. So check out this. Check this out. I'm finna take you into it, right? When the police come up to a scene, they get to asking everybody around there what happened. For the most part, people be like, I don't know, I just heard shots, right? Um, once you say, if even if they paying you to say this, I wouldn't have wanted to be paid to say I heard two people arguing, or I heard one dude say he's not part of that circle, and then bam, 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 bam. So right then and there, they could subpoena you to come. They're gonna subpoena you to come to court so you can testify to this. Now it's another cat who did some content. I forgot his name. That's why I ain't gonna speak on his name, but I'm gonna speak a little bit on the content until I can bring it to you. But he said the same thing. Ceddy Nash, whatever his name is. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, but he tell people I give you $10,000 if you can find the paperwork. But he know the paperwork is sealed. He can't get to it. It's in somebody else. The paperwork is the case. You know what I'm saying? You just can't get to it. You feel me? So, and this is my thing, right? Now and this is I'm trying to say this respectfully as possible. I'm really trying to do this respectfully as possible, right? But you claim a gang culture, rolling 60s. My thing is what the gang culture is, it seemed like people from can come from anywhere and say, I'm a part of this, and they welcome them. Now, I don't know how it worked if you claim you from a gang out of town and then you come to LA and you try to link up with the original crew gang clique, and how they I don't know if they just look at you because you claim it that you're reputable in your city, or I don't know how it worked, but I know that he make the 60s look bad. I'm gonna tell you why. For one thing, you're on TV, and then you try to have justification by saying I was getting paid to sit in there and lie. Right now, this is what's weird about that. Right, you're getting paid to take this the get in front of the news people, right, and tell the news people. The news people have you repeating some words saying that you heard somebody say he's not part of them, and then boom, boom, boom. Now, why would you accept money to say something like that, knowing there's a possibility that you might get subpoenaed to court? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I don't believe that story. I'm just that this is just my opinion though. So don't want people coming at me. Oh man, whoa, no, no, no. I'm not getting on it. I'm just saying that story just don't add up to me. Now with the Woody situation, right? Before I play this content, now with the Woody situation, right? Um, he's saying that Young Thug told him to go to court and say this, and he's messing with because Woody's allegedly messing with Young Thug's sister. I call that cap, right? The reason why I call that cap is this, right? Young Thug wasn't arrested at the time of the situation when Woody got caught up. Not only in that situation. But if you watch the interrogation, they also said Woody been working with the police for that wasn't his first time working with the police. They said he been working with the police. So you want me to believe that Young Thug told him go in there, tell him that I'm the head of the honcho. I'm the one calling pushing the play on people getting unalived. I'm doing this. I'm no reason why this happened to this person and just the mess just so you can go back in the courtroom and in the stand say oh and have him go up there and do all that crazy mess. Now this is where the problem lies at for me, right? Even though Thug still on whatever paperwork he on, he can't be around no gang members, no Thug, no none of that kind of stuff, right? But at the end of the day, it's a reason why Thug don't mess with him at all. Besides that, it's a reason for it. It's a reason for everything. So I just want y'all to use common sense. See, a lot of people who be commenting on this kind of stuff don't have no prior engagement with being arrested, don't have no jail record. They're just people who judge things for what they see, and then they try to run with it. You feel me? And they want to run and be like, "Yo, no, no, no," because it's their narrative. But you talking to somebody who has I got people been to prison. I done been to jail before, so I understand how this thing work. And when it comes to telling, I ain't never in my life, and then maybe they do because I did Google, whatever they call the whatever they call. He said it was. I did Google it, and they do exist, but it also says that that person cannot lie. They said integrity is everything. That like if your word got to mean something, so they not gonna get up there and tell you to paint a false narrative. That's not what they gonna do. You feel me? Now, my thing is if they heard that information from somebody, why they didn't have that person say it? Why would they call you and you down the street and you get paid for this? This would don't make sense. So you just happen to be down the street from a crime, and then they called you in and said we need you, or you walk down there and seeing what happened, seeing somebody on the ground shot, whatever the case it is, and unalived or whatever, and then you turn around, they say, "Oh, you're here, cool. Now we need you to go stand in front of this news report camera and get his statement." I call cap on that. Anyway, let's get to the content because I can go on about this is kind of deep, man. But anyway, let's get to the content.
Apparently, there was a lot of pressure put on Ceddy Nash to apologize for this. I guess I'll go straight to NFA and ask him, what was your first thought when you saw that little Woody was being welcomed in the trenches?
Yeah, when I seen that, I was kind of confused, right? But I kind of understand things on a different level. Like out here in these streets, like dudes gonna portray shit one way. Like dudes don't be keeping it 100. These type of dudes in everybody hood, dudes that's on some type of paperwork, dudes that made some type of statement. In Lil Woody case, he made some statements. You know what I'm saying? Then he got up on the stand. You feel me? And tried to recant it. And I kind of like through the trial, and got arrested and all that stuff. So it's like, I guess some people kind of feel like it was 50-50. But within all that, like, we got to get to the fact, something that I didn't know that's been floating around for some time. Ceddy Nash got a video with him talking on the news, talking about a crime. Right, yeah. So it's like, why was he so? It's like, so I'm not trying to point that out, but it's just like, you can't even like coincide one with the other. So it's just like, I don't know if
breaking news on No Jumper News. We got A Hefe.
No, for real, no.
Ceddy Nash and it got on the news and committed and reported a crime.
He snitched.
Now you peep and Hefe say, "Nah, man, we ain't doing that. Don't mix my name like that. I'm not doing it like that. You feel me? But I'm just making something clear. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Munchie B though. Munchie B a real one. You feel me? So Yeah, but now let's get back to it.
We ain't gonna do that because I don't play like that because I don't want niggas to try to
Now,
pitch
what
the
you
A
mean,
Train
though?
60
Yeah,
thing
but still,
on some real shit, on some real
what the fuck
street shit.
Shit.
Like,
remember this is years ago.
I like shit. That was crazy. So like, it was just like I don't know if people ain't seen that because it was like he shouldn't even been welcome.
My thing is, Woody, they ain't do that while he was there. They wait till you leave and then they do it. When they was there, everybody was happy because Woody is famous. Listen, he not really even a snitch. He like a half snitch. He finessed the police.
And that's the thing about the game now. You feel me? Like, and I tell people, I tell people this all day long. You know, some people will agree with me, some people don't, will not. But the game is a myth. And when I say the game is a myth, I'm not talking about the people in the streets won't do nothing to you. You feel me? Because they would definitely do something to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you living in a world full of demons and crash dummies. So you know, ain't no one shooting a fair one with your hands no more. And people like Aunt Hefe said on one of his contents, one of his little contents he put out there. He said you supposed to learn how to fight before you even pick up that gun, which is real. You supposed to learn how to fight before you pick up that hammer, man. You feel me? Because that hammer ain't gonna always be there, and what you gonna be, the coward that every time somebody come, you turn around and run. You feel me? But anyway, let's get back to the content.
Police, gang. He finessed everybody. He just finessed the situation.
Ain't no such thing as a half.
He ain't go all the way in. Did he always snitch? No.
Yeah, he was in the.
I mean, all it takes is once.
No, he didn't always snitch. He kind of like
That's like if you like
if the streets, you gotta be disloyal.
If you do with some weird shit with the kid.
And the game is a myth because nowadays, see, back in when I was growing up in Oakland, right? It was you knew if you snitched. If you told, if you became a stool pigeon, if you became a rat, if you became an informant and it got back to the streets that you was informant, please believe you better be leaving town real soon because you're gonna get unalived. And 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be somebody you close with because of y'all gang connections. You feel me? So nowadays it's like you can tell and come out to the world and the world don't care no more, which is this is what I'm gonna say, right? I'm not in the streets. You feel me? So I'm not in the streets doing nothing. I'm not in the streets selling nothing. I'm not in the streets hanging with gangs in the streets. No, I don't do none of that. I'm not part of the street culture no more. I'm not in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I'm a grown man. Almost getting close to pushing 50s. I mean, getting up in there. So you know, I'm not into that street. You know, my mind, you know what I'm saying, elevated from the streets because if you look at people in the streets and hold a conversation with them. Some of them real smart, but the problem is a lot of them brain dead because they don't see nothing but the game. It's like everything for the game. So they might have a $1 million brain and they might have a way to get hundreds of millions of dollars, but they so gang goofy that they would end up losing it because of gang because they tied to their gang culture. You feel me? My thing is that's why I love my town, man. I'm from Oakland. We ain't part of no gang code. We ain't part of no. It's don't get me wrong. It's gangs out there, but it ain't no Crips and Bloods out there. But the thing about it is we don't. It ain't no. It ain't like that, man. With us in the Bay Area, we don't get down like that. And you know what I'm saying? I rock with LA. It's some of their politics I don't respect in the way they get down. I just don't respect it. But anyway, let's get back to the content.
You're that forever.
Yeah, but the streets you supposed to be disloyal though.
Like,
yeah, there's such thing as a loyal person in the street.
Listen, man, you a grown ass man. That was a real
You
news
could do
shot.
one mic. Let's bring it all together.
And
Donnie is talking off camera without a mic, and you have a mic. Like we could get Donnie in here if you want to say something, but we got to do one mic here. Yeah.
that's all good.
I mean, he's saying off mic that Ceddy Nash explained that situation here at No Jumper.
I do remember that, but I don't remember
saying
exactly
that was
what
like
he
a
said,
homie.
yeah.
Like that looked like that was the news.
Oh no! Yeah, he talked about it on the news after the fact. I think. Should I call up Ceddy Nash and get an official statement?
yeah.
It's been years since we analyzed this. His
Like, yeah, I'm just saying
on.
I don't want to be putting no jackets on nobody that don't belong. Like shit, that shit looked like he was on like Channel 7 News. Like get.
Listen, I don't care what nobody say, bro. If you make a statement, period, to the police, you're not trustworthy. I don't care if you getting so just because they paid you to say this is my thing. Okay, they paid you to say that. If the gang culture accepted where they paid him to tell a lie and for something that he wasn't even there for, So what happens when the police hear this and then they say, let's go find this dude right here. And we got his picture. He done been arrested before, I'm pretty sure. Let's go find this dude and question him more about this and see how much more he know. Because that's what they do. When you give a statement, they re-question you because they want to know how much more do you really know? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? You dig? So people out there pushing this fake narrative, and he trying to push his narrative, talking about, oh, I didn't tell. You told something, bro. You gave him something, and you did it on national TV. So for any gang to accept you, I wouldn't even listen. If I was in the streets and I was running a gang and and I'm part of a gang culture, and somebody like Shetty, whatever his name is, Ceddy Nash, whatever. No disrespect to you, but I just don't, I don't really pay attention like that. I don't know your name, but what I'm saying is, if a person like that, and I'm part of the gang, he was trying to be part of my clique, even if he became the rolling, what they call him, neighborhood, even if he became neighborhood in Sacramento, the dudes in Sacramento, I know they seen him on the news. I don't care what, no, I wouldn't even been comfortable with a person like that because, dude, what if they subpoena you to come to court and say what you said to the news reporter and this person fighting this case? See, this is the part I'm thinking about. See, everybody else trying to find loopholes and trying to paint different narratives. That's why I say stop the hating, all the faking, and all that goddamn negotiating. Stop all that, bro. Let's cut that to a cease now, bro. Let's call it what it is. Like Whack 100 would say. Shout out to Whack. Let's call a spade, bro. The dude is a stool pigeon in the average real person eyes, like, and then on top of it, right? See, these dudes being business, and let me explain something to you again. So, cause I'm trying to be totally transparent here, right? Because this is my thing. Everybody got on Whack 100 because they said, "Oh, Whack 100, man, you doing business with Takashi 69, and you mentioned a rat, and to Whack 100 defense, Whack 100 said, "Listen, I'm doing business with this guy. I'm not out there committing no crimes with him. I'm making some money with this guy. I'm in business." Now this is my only stance with that. If you're not, if he claiming gang, right? And you're claiming gang and y'all in business together and he told, that's a whole, you know what I'm saying? That now that right there, that's a violation. I would think it's a violation. But if you're not part of no street gang and you're just trying to make money, denounce the streets, or you're not part of the streets, and then some guy who ratted on somebody uh got a proposition for you to get your money, make some money with him or whatever, make some money. I mean, if it's legal money, make it. If it's something illegal, don't do it because you don't know what the situation might pan out. You don't know if if he told once, he gonna tell again. So, but the problem I have about this is people keep saying it. You don't know how many people out here that gave a statement to the that told to the police when you meet them. You don't know them. If you meet somebody brand new, you finna go into business with this person. You don't know if he ever told on somebody before in a case. You don't care because you don't look at him like that because he's a business person and you like, okay, we're in business. So y'all only block your own blessings when you think so ignorant. You feel me? Money is money. Not saying all money is good, but you're not making illegal money with someone that just because he ain't okay, he told that's his situation. But what we got going on right here, let's get this money. And once this contract is done, once this business opportunity is over with, we part ways. We not friends, we're business partners. I'm making money off you. You feel me? But anyway, let's get back to it.
Getting like the news reporter asking him about a crime, and he like, yeah, this happened. Like
He told
And so for
names and
clarity,
stuff like
there's
that.
supposed to be no media.
Did he tell
for gang
names and stuff like that?
man, pull
One
that
thing
shit
about
up,
street,
man. Pull that
it's
shit
against
up.
the street code to even be on
Yeah.
the podcast talking.
No, it ain't.
Can you pull it up?
In reality, they
shit.
gonna say it's a snitch. They say on the podcast you a
Shit,
snitch in the
what?
streets. That's what they say.
Cause I just want to
Who
show
is that?
people what
The
I'm
streets.
talking about.
The streets say anybody on the podcast.
I wouldn't say that anybody on well, this is what I will say. Let me say this, right? it's it's different kind of podcasting, right? And one thing about over here at the Quarter Report, right? What we don't do is investigations, like far as police work. I'm not gonna go and look up no old cases that's still open. I'm not gonna go. I don't even like looking up paperwork. Period. That's your business. I'm not here to expose you as no rat. It's not my business what you got. I don't live in your city. I don't have no dealings with you. But what I will do is speak on what's already on the net. I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, okay, well, let me, because I want to outdo the other podcasters, so I'm gonna go and dig up some extra dirt. Now you're doing detective work, and what y'all don't realize is the police sit down, just like I'm pretty sure they're watching my video. Everybody who do content on street politics and things like that, they watching your video. You dig what I'm saying? So when you watching it and you digging in, talking about things like I heard Whack 100 speaking on the case one time about a somebody who got unalived, a woman or somebody who got unalived, and the person was, you know what I'm saying, the case is still open and people names got mentioned. Oh, he had something to do like that. To me, that's snitching to me. Like I wouldn't do that kind of. I'm gonna bring up that kind of content. Anything open and pending or just still in the air, I would never bring that up and mention nobody names with that. But that's the difference between me and other people. So I don't knock them for what they do. I just don't do that kind of work. But anyway, let's get back to it.
That is a snitch because we talking about street shit.
You fuck them rules they making up.
That was the street shit.
That's the comment
I did jail half of my life and they never told no shit.
Too.
And had a code fitted down every time. So I don't give a fuck what the streets talking about. Oh, if you get on a podcast and say this, suck my dick. Like I ain't never told.
But hold on. If you get on a podcast and you say incriminating information, that is snitching.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well,
Like,
line,
he said being on a podcast. Period.
no. That's not. But I'm saying you can be on a podcast.
It's just,
hold on. Not
Right now, you can be on the podcast and don't be snitch. You just giving your opinion. That's what I do. I just give an opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, just like everybody else. So, but I'm not gonna go and do no detective work. I'm not gonna go and put a case together so the detectives see y'all make the police job so easy for them now that they don't have to go out and question people on the streets. They don't have to go out and ask people, what did you hear or who did that. Of course, it's their policy to do these things, and they don't care because they know that with this generation that we living in, they going to the internet with all this information anyway. They already know this. So my whole thing is you being on a podcast don't necessarily make you a snitch. It don't make you a snitch. What makes you a snitch is when you get to speaking on incriminating evidence on cases that's still open and pending, and you mentioned putting people names and times and dates with things. That makes you a snitch because they're watching. So you're dry snitching. You feel me? Anyways, get back to it.
not to derail.
I
think
saying
Brandon
that.
just got me in trouble because I just got an alert that Hater Road just tagged me in something. So I said something about you on the devil, nigga. So he might be tripping on me. But keep going.
hey, but I hate the world. But honestly,
Another Mexican for you.
So if you got him on me, you really got to catch
another essay for you.
The Mexican people who are smart, they understand where I'm coming from. So I ain't tripping.
And you knew who
but
it was.
the thing,
You tough.
hey,
Look, Hater World made a bust. Is Adam 22 trying to start a gang war?
a gang war.
So that's what I got tagged in?
I'm just probably, yeah. Oh, we got Ceddy Nash.
No, listen, nobody trying to start a gang war. The streets are starting a gang war
Ceddy
on
Nash.
their own.
Hey, this is the prelim to the DP. We talking about you and that. Okay, so basically the topic was raised of you previously talking on the news about some kind of criminal thing. It's been years. I don't remember what the story was, and I wanted to give you a chance to respond or state what happened and why that's not snitching.
Was that a news?
Adam Messy.
Was that the news or was it no?
He messy.
Hey, shout out to Adam though, man. You know what I'm saying? People always call it Adam a culture vulture, but I don't consider him a culture vulture, man. I just feel like he just doing what anybody do. You got a business, you want to make money off of it, you gonna get some people that's gonna work. I see him using Spanish people in there. I seen him put white people in there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at it like he a culture vulture. I just look at it like he see what's selling and he's selling. That's like in the streets. If you hustling in the streets and you pushing that soft man and but that dog food moving faster, you gonna cross over to the dog food because you want to make that money. And that's all he doing. He realized, okay, they making more money because this is what the world is gravitating to, this gang banging culture. So he's capitalizing on it. That's not a culture vulture. That's somebody who's trying to make some money. And on top of it, he's giving these guys opportunities to change their life if they want to if they stand out good enough to have their own, you know what I'm saying, podcast and situation going on. So never quit the hating, y'all. Y'all don't understand. It's crazy how much hate going in this world. The world is so sensitive and full of hate now. It's just crazy, man.
Messy as fuck.
That was what?
He said, "What's thugging?"
What's thugging?
That's my slang. Let's do it this way real quick. We go. Hey.
Wait, What'd you say?
Tell him it's Metro fucking up.
Everything go on paperwork, right? Yeah, your name.
Yeah.
Everything what?
You can Google that paperwork. Nobody was even there. This was a disagreement between two people. I got paid to say that. That's what Christ's action look like.
You get paid to snitch?
And look at where everything else is at. I'm way down the street. I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh my God.
He said he was a crisis actor and he was paid to make a statement.
No, he was paid to snitch.
On the news, basically.
He was paid to snitch.
Well,
Go on paperwork. If you listen to the conversation, I'm being led in that conversation.
Oh, he get paid to snitch,
Hey,
gang.
where's that
You
reaction?
right.
Oh,
So
you-
why would he get kicked?
How would you getting led to snitch when the people ask you what happened and you looked and said, yeah, it was a disagreement between some guys. One guy said he wasn't part of the group, and I just heard bang, 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 bang. How was that leading you into talking? He asked a question and you said everything you had to say. That wasn't led into nothing. That was you running your blabber lips. You dig? So let's get back to it.
Kicked off then. If he agreed, he get paid. He getting paid to
Can we
snitch.
pull this clip up? That's all I'm
We don't need no
I
clip.
didn't
He
even
just
know
said it.
crisis acting was a real
That's
thing.
what I was about to
I thought that was
say.
some shit Alex Jones made
So
up.
we have verification of crisis
He
actors being
just
real
said
now?
he got paid to
I
snitch.
mean, shit, if he an actor, so I guess it's okay. Like,
It's not okay if he got paid to snitch.
that was a skit.
What's that real criminal information?
What's
I don't know.
What's that real criminal?
So let's just say this. So what y'all trying to tell us is that the news people is paying people to come out here and give false information, misleading information, which can throw an investigation off by having somebody lie. It doesn't make sense. When the police come, why would they hire somebody to get on TV and lie about something when they building a case, they getting their evidence. So while you getting paying them to lie, get on here and say something, now he gonna get on and say something. So now they have to look into what he's saying and then find out it was a lie. It doesn't. It just don't make sense. Don't pan out to me. I don't believe it.
Criminal information he was talking about?
Let's let him speak again.
I didn't give him. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. We haven't watched the clip yet, so I don't even know what the fuck you said. I don't remember. But
I said I didn't give any information. The paperwork is out there. Nobody gave nothing. Nobody
Now play that.
nothing.
Bro.
I'll play that.
Yeah, I need to hear it.
I need to hear
they're
that.
trying to find it right now.
Crisis actors are real.
We don't know jump about to
Brandon's
play
not
something.
racist.
Give us
What else
1
did I
minute,
learn
we're gonna
today?
find it, right?
They said they can't hear it.
Okay, but here's my question: is what was the reaction to you bringing Woody to the hood, though? How did this go down that you ended up posting this apology?
You got to confirm the OGs and everything. That's how that go. I'm not going to get into too much details. Who know? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And, I take full responsibility for that.
Come
Nobody
on,
else in that
gang.
video but me.
crazy.
That's on me.
But
That's on
Woody's still your boy, though.
Huh?
Woody's still your boy. You're not like disowning him.
And see, and this is another problem I'm having, right? Check this. Woody's not a rat in your eyes, but you brung him, but you made a public uh, apology. Like, all right, let me say this. If one of my homeboys, somebody I rock with, we end up getting this my homeboy, whatever the case it is, right? And I sit there and say and find out it was some words going around that he was a stool pigeon, and we get to the bottom of it, and I feel like, oh, you ain't no rat, nigga. You doing what you supposed to do. And then we pull up in the hood and they be like, yo, man, you gotta bring him back over here. And then you don't bring him back over there. So you leave him where he at. You leave him and went back there yourself, which was stand up of you to go back. I don't know what happened. Whatever happened, happened. I don't know. I wasn't part of that. But I know you got on the internet and you apologized for bringing him to the hood. So that which means is even though you say you not bigger than the program, which nobody is when it came to your gangbanging culture, you still should have stood on business. You still should have said, well, listen, I'll take the DP then because at the end, I'm not gonna apologize for something that I feel like I don't feel like he's a rat. So let's get this DP out the way and shoot your fair one. You would have got more respect from the streets and everybody else. I'm talking about everybody else would have been like, well, he stood on business. He don't feel like his boy no rat. He must not be. He must really feel that way. But instead, you ran to the internet and apologized. You feel me? Which means is in some form of fashion, you knew you was out of pocket and you know deep down inside he's a stool pigeon. That's why you accept the stool pigeons like 1090 Jake and all these other people. See, stools, see, let me say they say birds and feathers flock together, right? So with that being said is only time people run around yelling gang shit, knowing that people done work, done was working with them boys and got people sent to prison, and all kind of other stuff like that, or they had people in jail or told them some. That because you was a stool pigeon, and you accept it. You feel me? See, me personally, I don't hang with nobody really. I go see a couple of people, family, friends. I go tap in with. I don't hang too long with them. No, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't. That part of what they got going on. See, when you become a man and you got responsibilities and kids and all that, so you jump in the game because that's what you had to do as a youngster. Well, you felt like you had to do as a youngster. You know what I'm saying? But once you get old enough to understand, okay, like I respect the dudes that say I'm a gang member, not a gang banger. They not in the street active doing anything. But they are part of the culture. I respect that because even though you ain't taking part in it, you still show up at the meetings. You try to bring peace to probably try to come with a solution to end the beef instead of pushing the beef to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Pressing it to the line or whatever you did. So anyway, let's get back to this content.
Him, right?
Man,
I'm not disowning Woody, but he shouldn't have been.
Yo, hit that like and subscribe button for me one time, man. It don't cost you $1 to hit that button, man. Come on, man. That's all I ask you for. Hit that like and subscribe button, man, and let's run it up. Let's go.
That's what that is.
Okay, and Hefe has a question for you.
Hey, right. Look, I did a little segment right pertaining to that little situation. So nigga don't want to be flagging or putting no stigma on people that don't belong. But I want to ask you a question. You got a video? Did you ever do a video saying that Lil Woody was a rat?
Ever do that?
Did you ever do a video like when he was down, getting on the stand and that Young Thug stuff was going on? Did you ever have a video saying that he was a rat or a snitch or anything?
I put the interrogation video out. I'm drop that interrogation video.
So you agree?
You cloud chasing.
So you agree he was a rat, right?
I didn't hear what you said. It plowed out.
I said you agree he was a rat.
If I found out the real, because y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? If I found out it did look bad and that was what I was initially saying, true indeed. But
Now listen again. I'm gonna repeat this again, y'all. Young Thug didn't know nothing about Woody was finna get arrested when he went down to that interrogation room. If you pay attention to that interrogation, right? Go and watch the interrogation again. Woody got shot at, right? When he got shot at, I don't know if he returned fire or what, but I know he got shot at, and the police chased it. Happened to be in the area or something like that, and they snatched him. He ended up getting snatched up, and they brung him in for questioning on the situation. You feel me? Now, this is my thing. The whole time he's in there, he kept saying, "Man, just let me out, man. Just let me wear a wire. Y'all can watch me. I can go do this." It was like a rat trapped in a corner. He was doing everything. That wasn't no Young Thug telling him to do that. So for all you people that want to believe that, they only saying that because they know the internet believe whoever the most popular person is. If like in this case, Ceddy Nash, whatever his name is, do it. Like I said, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, but he's more popular than a lot of us or smaller podcasters, but he's not small, he's not bigger than No Jumper though. You feel me? So and y'all need to really pay attention now. And No Jumper, they trying to be biased right now. I'm paying attention, but some and that give a shout out to 607 Unc. He really be putting it down. He tell it, people look at him like he crazy and he weird and all that old stuff. But if you really pay attention to what he's saying, he's spitting some real raw facts. Anyway, let's get back to it.
when I found out the real, that's not what it is. You gotta go back and find out Thug told Cuz to do all this shit. So when everything is said, everything and everything like that, go back and literally listen to on the stand the nigga Thug does to go up there and do that. You gotta remember,
That's
we got
after.
charged with the murder.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, who told him to go to the interrogation?
Exactly. You heard what he said? That's after they have nothing to do. Yeah, after he got caught up and he was in there, Thug probably told him, "Boy, I'm finna have your whole family wiped out." That's why he went in there and did all that. Won't y'all stop playing and painting this fake narrative, man? The dude told, bruh. He told. He ratted, bruh. He definitely was a stool pigeon. Then when he got caught up in that situation, he was in jail. That man's a millionaire. You don't think he had word to get back to that man, people, his parents, I mean his girlfriend, his kids, and all that? Dude, if you take this, then we're gonna wipe your family out, allegedly. And I guarantee you, that's what made him go in the courtroom and sabotage that case. I put that on everything I love. I put that on air. I give my last breath of air right now. If I'm lying, I'm dying. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the honest to God truth, man. Like Munchie B said, that was after. That didn't have nothing to do with that interrogation room, bro.
Room and say everything he said.
Yeah, originally.
Thug
Right?
told him to do that?
If you say the nigga said Tessie and Clay did this and did that. Understand, testing quiz literally in real life don't exist. So if you go in the interrogation room and you make up names and shit like that, then hey, shit, what you say?
I don't know if them names is made up.
Bad.
Now the thing about that is, which is another lie, because he might have made up a name or two, but I can tell you one thing: when they was questioning him about the people in the interrogation room, when they was questioning him, the police officers knew the people he was talking about. They knew the man. Listen, man, I'm finna go find that interrogation, man. And my next thing I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna point out all the key points that I'm making. I'm gonna point out all the key points that I'm making. Please believe what I'm saying. That dude went on that stand after the fact, like Munchie B said. Now he trying to paint a different narrative, and all these and most of these cats up here, for the most part, seem like they falling for the okie doke. But I see 607 ain't falling for it, and Munchie B ain't falling for it. I don't know. And Hefe, I seen the something he did after this. I seen some content he did after this, and it seemed like he kind of up in the air with it. With, like I say, I rock with Young and Hefe. Don't care about nothing but the check say. You did. I rock with his podcast, man. I rock with his content. He seemed like a real solid dude. You feel me? But I know he got to be diplomatic in this situation and play cool there, what I'm saying, for whatever reason, but he still speak his mind. Me, I don't know nobody on no side and don't care how nobody feel about me, so I'm going to speak what's real. Dude, the stool pigeon. What happened was he got caught up in that case. He started telling to get it, so he was begging to get out of the jail that Pacific day. I got to get out today. I can't go. If you watch the interrogation, I watched the interrogation 3 times. You feel what I'm saying? That dude was in there wasn't trying to go to jail. Oh man, you just don't know. I miss me. I can go pull up on him. He was doing. Young Thug didn't tell him to do that. Now, when he got caught up and the case went down, everybody got arrested. And he found out YSL Woody was one of the person gave a statement on him. Then that's when that went out, when he came in there and started messing up the case because he had people getting at him. I know this for a fact because I done been in prison and know people that done, seen people that done told on other people and had seen the pressure that come up on them. And they come in the courtroom and act stupid as hell in the courtroom just so they can throw the case off. So Ceddy Nash and all them, y'all can quit the fake lying just so y'all can hang around each other. I understand y'all both getting money right now, so money hang with money. I get it. You feel me? But don't try to paint a different narrative and say what he didn't do. Cause Thug probably told him after he threatened his whole family and his kids and everything else with it. If a man would allegedly have a man mama shot, allegedly Young Thug supposed to have YNFL Lucci mama shot, and I ain't saying nothing. That's no stew. So you ain't say, oh, you telling no, I ain't, because it's all over the internet anyway. They been talking about that, and it's allegedly. It ain't no facts to it. It's allegedly. So anyway, if he allegedly had that done, you don't think he allegedly had threatened this man and tell this man if you don't go in there and get this thing right there or whatever? Come on, man. Use y'all head, man. Come on, man. Quit. Y'all got to start using y'all head.
My thing is this: if you can kick Woody out the hood, you got to kick half the hood out because everybody in the hood they snitching. A lot of people snitching in the hood. It just don't make sense. You got to take the whole hood out.
Hold on,
Can't nobody go.
No, Woody, whatever is the second most famous snitch in America behind Charleston White.
So Woody not even a completely snitch.
No. But hold on, how you have Operation Draws Down and then bring a snitch to the 60s?
But the snitch is already in the 60s.
Man,
The snitch is everywhere.
He's saying that he's not really a snitch. Can I give my unprofessional opinion on this? It sounds like he's...
How you ain't calling him a snitch?
Listen. So what it sounds like he's saying is that Young Thug told Woody to say that, like it was like basically pre-rehearsed. Like he basically authorized him to say what he said.
Well, but here's the thing. Look. He's essentially saying...
I'm telling you what he's saying. I don't know what's going on. Check it out. But this is what you got to understand. I'm a nigga that's not about to... This shit is content, bro.
No.
Like I'm a real street nigga. This shit is content.
No, you
I'm not about to
commentating
give
this
it enough energy to where I'm about to go dig and be like, oh, is this the truth?
Right.
Is this that?
Well, when you,
I know what's out there.
No. But since we got him on the line,
there's suspension of disbelief we need to use twice now.
The only issue I have with what this dude is saying, don't know him from Adam.
All right. Yeah. What's the question?
Why ain't Thug this Woody at all?
Because if he do anything street related, he go back to jail.
I mean, he's
Exactly.
Stipulation.
It has probation stipulations.
You gotta ask somebody this.
It's called dual sovereignty.
Now, See what I'm saying? See, this is what Ceddy Nash think everybody's stupid at. Why Thug didn't diss him? Why would they? If you paid attention in the courtroom when they told him he can't make no more music like that, he can't make no gang banging music, he can't make no music getting on nobody talking about. How would he diss him? Call him a rat? Everybody know he's a rat. He ain't got to say it. He don't have to say it. It's common sense. If I know that you walked in there and gave the police a statement, and but you didn't sign it, but I know you gave the police a statement, you're a rat. And that's what a lot of these dudes do. They give up. Let me explain something to you with dry snitch. How niggas dry snitch. They go to the police and see this is how it goes in this game. I mean in this street culture. Cause I done been through it. I'm telling you from personal experience. Let me break this down to your personal experience. Right. I went through a situation where, excuse me, I went through a situation where it was some things going down in the streets. I had ended up going to jail, right? I ended up police ran up in my motel room. I ended up going to jail. I get out of jail after about a year. I caught a year and a couple of months, something like that. But I ain't after I get out of jail, I wasn't even out of jail about a good 4 days. I went out of jail a good 4 days. I go to the hood. Feel me? On probation and everything. I go to the hood, being hard headed, being trying to be down, being trying to be down with the streets. I go to the hood, link up with one of my homeboys, whatever the case it is. We link up with some chicks, whatever. Go to the movies. Come back from the movies. Get dropped off on the block. Remind you, we on the block grinding, right? But this lady come walking up that a lady come anyway. Let me just make this story quicker. Anyway, make a long story short, my boy served the decoy. I want to end up going. They ended up taking me down to the jailhouse with him because I was walking with him when they pulled up and they seen I just got out of jail. They took us into the police station. They called my boy back there first. When he came back, he knew he was going to jail. I didn't have nothing on me. So when he came back, he yelled out, "Hey, big bro, they trying to get me to tell on you." They tell him to shut up, put him in the cell, grab me out, take me in interrogation. When they take me in interrogation room, they get to saying a bunch of, "We know this, we know that, we know this." I'm like, "What are you talking about? We know this, we know that, we know this." I'm like, "Well, if you know that, then handle your business. Then if not, let me go." Well, listen, we know it, and this was his exact words. We know who did what and who doing what. The problem is they giving statements, but they're not signing them. Which means is when a person give a statement on you and they don't sign the statement, it's only he say, she say. They can't pick you up on no he say, she say. They can't pick you up on, oh, we heard that you did this, but no, but now if somebody signed a statement saying, yeah, he did this, then when they come pick you up, they gonna charge you because now they got somebody who signed the statement that's gonna willing to take the stand and point the finger at you. You feel me? That's what they do. So all these niggas lying, talking about he didn't tell, he didn't tell. That motherfucker's a rat. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He's a stoolie, he a stool pigeon. You know he told this because he went to court and switched it up don't mean nothing. The nigga's a stool pigeon.
I have a question for him.
The same reason why he called Kid Cudi a snitch and then deleted it. He trying to fly up under the radar. He not trying to be on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying.
But the thing was, you knew Woody was a snitch when you took him to the hood.
Hold on. The same reason why he asked the judge, could he still be in contact with Gunner and work with Gunner and haven't did it?
But he knew Woody was a snitch before he
But
took him
no,
there.
that's what I'm saying. But bro,
He's clearly not embracing Woody.
he's
It's
not
obvious.
embracing Woody, bro.
It's
He
obvious.
embraced it when he took him to the hood, but he don't embrace it when the people don't embrace
Can I
it.
say? Can I say
I'm
this?
talking about Thug. Thug
Yeah, we're
ain't
talking
about to
about
go
Thug.
at the start witness and he on state probation.
Can I ask a question?
He can't.
Yes.
So he, well,
Let it out. Let it
this guy said he'll
you done a joke,
defend. He'll defend, and I have no dog in this.
Yeah, you do.
He'll defend.
No, you do.
Only the no jumper card.
The no jumper K
Look,
card. That's
listen,
your card.
You'll defend Lil Woody to us, right? Like, oh well, Thug this and Thug that, which is basically you saying Lil Woody's
Right.
not really a snitch. Why didn't you defend him to the OGs
To
when
the
they coming at
60s.
you?
Woo!
Yeah, that's what we saying. Why you ain't defend him to the six olds?
That is
Why you ain't take him?
That was the realest question that was asked. The real Brandy. That's why I say Brandon. The boy. I'm telling you, everybody look at him like a square the way he talking and all that, but the boy is smart as hell and he make perfectly good sense. Why would you sit there and try to defend this rat to us, but won't defend it to the OGs in the hood? it doesn't make no sense, and then you get on and make a public apology. You feel me? Because you a stool pigeon, man. That's you a stool pigeon. Stool pigeons hang with stool pigeons. That's why I hang by myself, because you don't know who's a rat these days. You don't know nobody background these days. So the best way to stay safe is to stay to yourself, man. Because the more you hang with people, be around people, the more people is in your business, and that's why I don't like people in my business. So you don't see me running in crowds with people. You don't see me hanging with the same person every day, all day. I don't do none of that, and that's how you keep people out your business.
Great question, Brandon.
That don't make sense. It's like you
That
left
was
out,
a
like you brought him out the county and left him out the dry.
Because he would never have to issue no public
For
apology
once,
if nothing
Brandon.
wasn't wrong with
Y'all assaulting his character.
Hey, hold on.
Let him talk.
Hold on.
Let's say he
You
could.
say you mess with him, but you let the whole California assault his character. You're not even standing up for him. Before you liked him, but now everybody's assaulting his character, but you ain't taking up for him.
Hey, look, check this out, huh? Today is 6 times 10 day. It's bad for him to say the wrong thing right now.
Yes.
But he should have did it then. If he gonna do it, then stand for it. Don't do nothing and then go back and retract it.
Let him respond.
I rock with Mushy B, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because that is a pretty good point.
That's a really good question.
Right now, it's the same thing I said to everybody else.
But you apologizing. Hold on, let him talk.
Why would you do it then apologize?
Why didn't you defend him?
Everybody don't agree with what I'm saying, though.
Then say
But
it
you
anyway.
a big dude, bro. They ain't gonna beat you up, bro. You a big ass nigga, bro.
Yeah, they will.
I mean, shit. Let him be. Let him.
If they do beat him up,
I get
so
it, but
what?
I'm standing on my shit.
If you do something, then stand for it. If you brought Woody there, then you stay with Woody then.
Right.
People don't know it's after that. Nigga, I stayed in the hood and we had to do it.
No, you lame, man. Your hood pimping you. You can't even be real. Your hood pimping you. Your hood pimping you. Because they have to pimp you. You only got your own mind, gang.
Nah,
Come on, gang.
Hey, he paying the fee. That's all it is. See, all you gang members that be coming from these certain cities that the LA culture don't respect, why you think they tell y'all to tap in? Y'all gotta break bread, homie.
Nah, let him talk, bro. Let him talk.
I'm just saying though, if he took him there, if you take him there, stand on it then. Say, look, I know y'all don't like it, but then I like it then. If they want to DP you, tell them to DP you then. Take the DP for Woody then.
Yeah, why couldn't you convince the OGs?
No,
That's the question.
yeah, tell them Woody good.
Let him
Convince like you try to convince us.
Let him fucking answer.
It went from prelim to preach.
Now peep the game. You heard what he said. Why you couldn't convince the OGs that? Because the OGs ain't falling for that. See, Ceddy Nash ain't no prison dude, no jail dude. Like he probably been in jail once or twice or whatever the case is, but he worked. Obviously, you seen him working with the news, telling on people. So my whole thing is, at the end of the day, these people would try to go out their way to convince you that something that you see with your own eyes and everything that you don't see. Like, oh, he didn't do that. Like okay, I give him this. Maybe the thug did tell him to go and mess that case up. But that was when it was in court, not when he was in that interrogation room. You don't know that you getting picked up. You ain't know nobody's finished you. You ain't know none of this when you got picked up and they came and questioned you. So don't sit there and act like Thug told you, yeah, man, go in the interrogation room and you tell them that I told you I'm the man calling the plays. I'm doing that. Make up some. He ain't tell you that, man. Stop playing, man.
Free trial. Let's go.
Why?
I just told you. Everybody in agreement. I'm not trying to bring no negative distractions to the set.
But
But if you think whatever
you brought Woody.
So he had to apologize. So he did.
you done lost your motherfucking mind.
But bro, you a trophy in the
I'm not one of these.
Man, your crib card gone. Your crib card gone.
One more
It's
time.
over with. His crib card gone. They turned him into a slave, gang. Nigga, they turned him into a slave. You did something.
Hey, bro.
He brought the second most famous snitch to the 60s.
Era.
Ceddy, man,
And
that's
we
funny.
still want to be able to go to marathon.
Hey, hold on. Hey, what shoe was y'all on?
You see them?
I need to know what sheet they was on.
Hey, listen, can we just say that the opinions of do not reflect the opinions of
Brian Hurst.
No, just,
You let him. Hold on.
no, you shut your ass up. You don't want to go to Marathon Burger. I do.
Listen, if he took Woody, then guess what? I took Woody over there. Woody, I fuck with him. But he gonna took him and then like throwing rocks to hide your hand.
I think what Unc is trying to say,
You hide your hand when you say you sorry.
Hold on.
Why you apologize to a man for something you thought was right?
No, listen. He said if you ain't apologetic, why apologize?
Yeah, but he already did it. You thought it was right. So if your mind was made up, you thought it was right, then ride for it then.
Hey,
You faking. Your grip card gone,
Let me
gang.
say this. Man, y'all tripping. Ceddy. No, Ceddy.
You making up your own titles right now. That's cool. You making up your own titles.
Hey, Ceddy, let me say this.
Hell no.
I think what
tripping.
Nah, you gotta start tripping, Ceddy.
I think what is
I can't lie.
Internet trip on niggas. Niggas
Hey,
don't
yo.
never.
You can't tell them to start tripping over the phone.
Hey, yo, I swear this was the best one so far. This is the best one. This is crazy, man. Hit that like subscribe button. Come on, man. Let's do this.
Have a phone
He's
battle.
mad,
I'm
gang.
saying,
He
bro.
mad as fuck. He been tripping for years. He just lost his card. He mad, gang.
Tell them to start tripping.
Yeah, go to your
You
hood
guys
day.
are laughing.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing.
You go join the Bloods now.
No, hell no.
Don't take Woody to the Bloods.
Coming out of his
Nigga, you bring 40 to my
Hey,
house if you want to.
hey, can I say this though? And no, with all due
That boy and Hefe, boy, that boy is funny, man. He be having me die laughing when he start laughing at these dudes, man. It be funny because like I say, he sit back, he watching, he playing the way he supposed to play it with the boy funny.
due respect, I'm being extra with it. But I'm just like, I don't know if we just from two different places, but bro, you like a trophy in the hood. You doing something positive.
Who a trophy?
This guy, let's say.
Ceddy.
I think any talented, I think anybody.
Hey, I'm gonna interrupt you.
Man, why y'all?
No.
Can I say my point?
No, because
y'all
because
man.
like you said earlier, you some real
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out No Jumper, man. Check out that that segment, man. Boy, this what I be trying to tell y'all, man. It is not a game out here, and y'all playing. All these dudes want to be gang members, right? Now, my whole thing is, Crip Mac got DP. They recorded it. Why you didn't catch? Like, why you had to talk? Why you didn't take a DP when that's because you broke bread. That's why you didn't take no DP because you broke bread and they gave you a pass and told you don't bring him back to the hood. And you got on there, man, and made a public apology. Told you to make that public apology. That's why you said you ain't gonna speak on nothing because if you know, you know. Yeah, you was out of pocket. You know you was. You know that dude a stool pigeon, man. Quit trying to paint a different narrative to paint to the world. The world know what they seen. When that man got picked up in that and they took him to question him, that wasn't no Young Thug, hey yo, going near an interrogation. He didn't know. Young Thug didn't even know he was gonna get arrested. So why would he tell him that? And then if you pay attention to the everything that's going on, if you really watch the interrogation room, that boy been working with the police for a minute. They say. So I don't, y'all say what y'all want to say, but anyway, man, this is the quarter report brought to you by the Red Knight Special. This is Word on the Net. You did? I'm Nut. Thank y'all for tuning in. And please stay tuned. I'm gonna bring y'all more content, man. Y'all need to hit that notification bell so y'all get notified when I'm dropping this mail, man. You feel me? And I always tell people, man, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, get back in the bed, roll over to the other side, and get out on the right side of the bed. May God bless you and hope you keep striving to give you many more blessings and everything else.